Alright. Ooh, textures are not texturing. There we go. Alrighty. Wow. Hello everybody, my name is Rushmans. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're revisiting good old academia. I don't know how this is supposed to be playing out, if this is supposed to be between Act 3 and not Act 4 and so on and so forth. Because last we were here, the Tory kind of took over, it seemed. So I feel like it would be somewhat unsafe for us to return to Sumeru City. But we're just gonna ignore the canon troubles and just pretend this is an isolated story quest. But yeah, today is Cyno's little quest. I don't know, are we... Oh, we're inside. We're going inside, okay. I forget that you don't have to, like, load in. You just open the door. Because I'm used to the insides of buildings needing a loading screen between them.
What should I do now? If only Cyno was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh,
yeah.
I appreciate the concern, but who are you?
We also happen to know Cyno.
Ah, friends of Cyno. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the academia is short on matra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Cyno left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves. Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally
They know that he
and decided
quit.
that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
Sure, I guess.
Alright, since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Do you have any further intel regarding this case?
Yes. Large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And, unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not,
Like
this
divine
case calls
knowledge?
for urgent
Or
action.
just
According to our
wild
current
stuff?
leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
I mean, we've already dealt with the black market when it came to canned knowledge before. I assume English that this isn't all that different. Sands of Solitude. Okay. Where? How far outside the city? We'll just glide over, right? Surely we could just glide over. It won't be that difficult. Hopefully there's not a waypoint right next to it and I just wasted my time doing this. But that's fine. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, grass. Grass? You wanna load? Oh, okay. Oh, that was very rude. Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Is he already on the case?
Cyno! What are you doing here?
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence.
Hi.
I'm currently in the middle of an investigation here. We'll have to chat some other time.
So you're investigating something here too, huh?
There's been a recent case of canned knowledge smuggling. It seems that the smugglers are following an elaborate and dangerous scheme. I just happened to acquire some intel which led me here.
Hey, what do you know? We're also here to investigate that.
Yeah.
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Sure.
Whoa, that sounds pretty complicated. But having Cyno around will definitely make things easier. Alright, let's go round up those bad guys.
Yo, okay. Oh, we just have to walk over there. My bad. Okay. I'm ignoring those two. Can I? Is there any bouncy mushroom nearby or anything? Do I have to climb like a normal human being? I'm so used to being lazy while traveling or exploring in Sumeru that I've just like forgotten how to navigate like a normal human being again. I'm so sad. I have a feeling that's not gonna be this straightforward. I feel like there's gonna be something deeper at play. It's gonna be the Fatui or something, I swear. Because when is it not? When is it not?
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have.
But why,
I
what
don't
is
see
the
any
demand
real
for?
gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
Oh, I never got that chest before. Hello. Anyway, but yeah, like, I don't, like, what desire do people have to get canned knowledge? You know what I mean? Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Okay, because apparently the universe just wants to fight me today. And we already agreed that today's just gonna be a scuff day, but still.
150K. Show us the
Wow.
Mora, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's
Well.
Cyno! When's he ever gonna let up?
Probably never.
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
I like how he says that like really fast, but then takes like 5 hours to gather them.
You can't escape with Paimon on the case.
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone?
We're just tagging along.
I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
That
Just
was
like
fast.
the others I've cut. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
Who is it?
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Seems this isn't getting us anywhere, yeah.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you.
Well...
But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Do we know anyone like that?
Huh?
Like Dory?
Oh, you mean someone like Dory?
We're not snitching, we're not snitching.
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
She's like 5,
That's right.
relax.
I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
We're not snitching. We don't know any merchants.
I see. Anyway, I'll think
I
of
would
a way
almost
to
let that
deal
slip.
with these two and then continue
was
gathering
so-
information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot.
Okay.
And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What,
Like,
you got a problem with
please.
that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here. Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
You have a point. I can't argue against that.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
I don't think I've ever seen this man smile or like relax for 5 seconds. He needs to relax. He needs to breathe.
You think you can scare me?
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's
I'm
got
surprised. I
loads of
didn't expect like a
connections and might be
Dory
able to tell us something about
cameo.
all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's. Let's go!
It's pronounced Alcazarzaray? I thought it was Zarzarai. Also, we're going to do this real quick, because, yes.
Dissipate!
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Situation.
Oh, I missed punch. I missed the punch. We're not going to talk about it.
I'm liking the look of this.
Alright, Dory. In Port Ormos. Oh shit, never mind. She's in Alcazarzaray. I forgot. Haha. Okay. Oh, I don't have any fast people. That's fine. Oh. Isn't she like one of the, like, I don't know, descendants? I don't know, people that are privileged in this position. I don't know. Also, I'm letting that load because it's Oh. Go ahead. You can pop in anytime now. There you go, details. There you go, pixels. There you go. Okay. Oh, she waves. That's cute. If only your design was an Orientalist. You told Dory about what happened with Cyno.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out.
Paimon
Otherwise,
nearly
who
did.
knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
Do you know who's smuggling the canned knowledge? You better not say yourself.
No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business.
Oh.
Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely.
You have any leads?
Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out,
Paimon nearly did.
you in on the
I won't let go of that. She literally
After
was
all, those smugglers have really
75%
crossed the line,
the way through
letting
of
their
telling your
way
name,
into
saying
the
your name.
market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated. Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Exactly. Is selling canned knowledge really that lucrative?
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally,
I get that.
makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous
I wonder how they
profit to be
make
made.
canned knowledge. They're just
Why
like,
does
what?
the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge?
I don't know.
Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it?
I feel like they're just making it more difficult for people. Like, if there's a way for people to get more knowledge easier, I feel like that should be allowed. You know what I mean? I don't know. It feels very much on the same level of people complaining about student loan forgiveness. You know what I mean? Like, if everyone can have a good amount of knowledge and overall have society at a higher level of education than before, I feel like you should always take that opportunity. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
But everything in the world comes at a price, right?
Well, yeah.
Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least 2 potential problems.
Sorry. Something that came to mind. I wonder how synergistic Cyno and Dory are. Because I feel like she can help refund him energy, and obviously when he's ulting, he's gonna be on the field for basically the entire time. So if you toss out all the other reactors and then toss in Dory, and then have Cyno ult and whatnot, I feel like that could basically be a way to help guarantee his ult. Maybe that's just me though. Anyway, but yes, the 2 problems with skipping the hassle.
First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought,
True.
and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's mildly
that does
terrifying.
sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Not in particular. This is the protagonist we're talking about, Paimon. Nothing bad will ever happen to her unless the plot calls for it.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused.
True.
It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation.
What is that?
That's where the real business opportunity is.
What is the Court of Desolation?
The Court of Desolation? What's that? Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of the Scarlet King. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia.
Why is that?
Word on the
Oh,
street
because of the
is
life
that
and death
there'll be
thing.
an
My bad.
auction
But
taking
still.
place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
Yeah, what's the purpose of hosting an auction?
Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction. Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there. That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition
I already
desert
lit up
travel
the
kit.
map, though.
It comes
It's okay.
complete with a map straight to the auction location.
Saw this coming. Yeah.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for.
What if we just don't buy it?
500,000 mora per kit.
That's a
Quite
lot.
a bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora. What?
Jesus.
That's super expensive.
Yeah.
No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him.
Well,
All
if
you'll
you
need
say
to do
so.
is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the former General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. Oh, the Mora.
You
I
know,
can see it already. Loads of shiny Mora coming Dory's way.
I wonder if Dory always had this Mora lust, or after meeting Alice it was sparked. I have no idea. I literally don't know.
We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
Oh yeah.
By the way, it would be quite a tricky task to get all the canned knowledge off the market, don't you think? You'd probably be making some enemies along the way, too. Huh?
Oh.
What makes you say that? Because in the short run, the circulation of canned knowledge benefits everyone.
True.
Whoever's behind the smuggling gets a chance to study the Court of Desolation, while knowledge dealers stand to make big profits. Even the buyers get a rare chance to easily access knowledge that's hard to come by.
She's not wrong.
So, you see, it's a win for everyone. Who would want anyone stepping in and ruining the deal, As for the long-term consequences that lie ahead, most people can't see
Yeah,
them,
like I
and
feel
nor
like
would they even believe
the long
them.
term would be people
So,
would
if you
turn
think
into
about
libraries.
you're setting yourself up to be targeted by everyone.
Wow.
You've got quite the challenge ahead of you. I can only imagine how stressed you'll feel. How about I recommend a book for you? It's called 100 Ways to De-Stress and Live Your
It's
Best.
okay.
I'll offer you a 30%
We can just
discount
de-stress
right
by
now.
sleeping.
Again? No way we're falling for that.
Paimon, you literally fell for half of Dory's tricks ever. Relax. I appreciate your help, Dory. Alright. Alright, we're going to Caravan Rebot. Man, I was trying to crack my back, but I couldn't really rotate it one way, so... I'm not rotate it, but like crack it one way, so... Unfortunate. Oh well. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he's just standing there, staring at the board.
Cyno! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation.
Whatever that
They're
is.
hosting an auction in the desert
ruins,
to sell
whatever.
knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel. But is it reliable?
It should be.
I also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of the Scarlet King.
We're not going to try and raid people's
Partially.
ruins.
It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the
Dark
age of the
sect? What do you
Scarlet
mean?
King. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering.
Oh.
They are not some ordinary ruins, so the academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert.
Are there many people trying to study the Court of Desolation?
Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead.
You'd think the academia would be jumping on that immediately, right? You'd think. Because they would try and bring back Rukkhadevata, even though they obviously don't know.
Death is
About
often the
Rukkhadevata
greatest
turning into
grievance for many
Kusanali.
people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place?
We do.
Good.
I don't remember,
We'll
but
go
apparently we
investigate.
do.
But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Huh? People tailing us?
Where?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Exactly. We're the Dendro MC right now. Alrighty. The right? Sure. Okay. Oh. The frames just died there for a second. That was... Oh, I mean, can y'all come over here?
By royal decree.
Y'all come around.
Our bond is strong.
Ow.
Fracture!
There we go. Just...
See, just follow my intuition.
Alright, where are we going? Very dusty over here. I can barely see anything.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
There's a chest up there.
Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Ooh.
You must be Cyno. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two,
Well,
why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
we're here to help Cyno.
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so?
He's a man of his
Well,
principles,
I can't
guess.
think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Well, are we getting Cyno trial? Jesus. Oh, we are. Hold on.
No, my sword! Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate. Stand with me!
Surrender!
We don't even have time to.
Nowhere to run! Judgment is upon you. You are not welcome here. Today. Your penance is due!
That was cool.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Cyno. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
It's fine. Don't worry
Let's get
about
out of here.
it. Shouldn't we follow them?
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on! There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes!
It's a figure of speech.
Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you.
Wow.
They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
Have you encountered that kind of situation before, Cyno?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was
Oh.
carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Woo!
If you're unconscious, I still don't understand how. I guess he's a light sleeper. I don't know.
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday. Anyway,
Is that a future character or just
our
a
mission will be dangerous.
NPC?
I'm
Can't
already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
I imagine it's just an
We'll stay
NPC.
alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Let's all do our best.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
Oh, that's a good hint. I'm gonna go here first, though. Because I want this chest. Please don't be a puzzle. Okay. Oh, you're new. Oh, he's a Geo guy. Look at him.
Your journey ends here.
Whoa. Relax, 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 relax. I want to see the,
No, my sword!
the cryo boat lady. I want to see the cryo lady.
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
You just summoned a whole crocodile?
The golden slumber.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, he's cool.
Excellent.
Alright, sorry, we need to go. And use the slingshots. And also heal official. Wow, this is a long. Long little slingshot thing. I didn't expect that. Anyway. Auction site. Oh.
So hot. If only there was some shape for us to cool off under.
Maybe we should take a break, yeah.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Does Cyno ever get hot? He's literally wearing, like, all black, essentially. And also he has no flowy clothes, so it's just heat straight onto his skin. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a lot. I feel like he'll be sweating all the time.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Cyno?
Of course. But I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before
He basically
we can
just
relax.
said get good.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop.
We're out in the
around,
open.
It's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
Oh, are they like infected with something? Oh, okay.
Our bond is strong. Oz, reveal.
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone.
So...
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't
You let your guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are?
Footprints, elemental energy.
Stay still.
Oh. Did they put a tracking chip on
Here's
us?
the answer. They must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could
I don't
someone
remember
from
what the Kashara War is
also be
in
involved?
charge of.
But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
Didn't even notice.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Cyno. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger
I
here
thought,
any
you know,
longer.
maybe we just keep it here and then they would think, oh, you know, they died to the scorpions or something. But nope. Oop. I'm ignoring that.
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Why? Oh, okay. Keep going. Oh, is that it?
Weird. Is this where the auction is?
There's nobody here.
Yeah, not a single soul.
I don't think they're on break. I think they're trying to
on break
ambush
right
us.
now or something.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
Alright, let's take a good look around the area.
Elemental sight? Ordinary can. Knowledge seems to have nothing to do with the Court of Desolation. Okay. The scattered footprints have not been completely buried by the wind and sand, but it's possible to speculate on the direction of the merchant's escape from the footprints. Oh, that's annoying. A large amount of canned knowledge has been piled here, enough to fetch an extremely large amount of mora at market price. Oh, Sumpter Beast. Oh, whoops. Wrong button. The Sumpter Beast is drinking water leisurely and seems to be completely unaffected. Me too, man. I wish that were me.
Did you find anything?
No.
Nothing in particular.
Only some average-looking knowledge capsules.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
So that's why you wanted me to carry the tracking device.
They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Okay, bye, Cyno. We'll be back. Where are we going? Oh, just climb up there? Alright. Oh. Okay. Bam. Oh, there's a thing. There's a chest I never discovered around here. I say that as if I've been here for that long. I've literally been here for like a day.
Oh, it's revealed.
That's close enough. Lucky
Hey!
Oh.
It hurts!
Why did you not
Stand with me.
crit?
Bring it on!
Oh, shit. I should have.
I'll be back.
Alright. Just. It's only a remarkable chest, so I guess I can't be that hyped about it. Isn't this where we dealt? Oh yeah. This is where we... Was it Rodon? And Dia? Where that was going on? Love that. That was just... You're my beloved, bro. Love her. Unironic best Subaru character. Oh my god, why? Or honestly, best Subaru character, but arguably best Genshin character. Oh my god, hello? Why are you like that? Why did you... Hello? Oh, those are not... Oh, I completely thought that those were... things. Slingshot. I don't want to, like, lose all my stamina right now and fall off, so... Alright. Oh. There wasn't there was stuff in it, but we can't... It didn't, like, pop out physically. That was weird. Okay, whatever. I accept that. Alright. We have left the auction. Haha.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yay. Let's rest for a little while before we go back to find Cyno.
You sit and rest a while, and rest for a while nearby.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
Maybe. Hopefully. I wish I had Yayla on the team right now. I could very easily just switch her in, but I don't feel like doing that. Because I'm feeling #lazy. They come back. I see another... Is that another person? I can't tell. I literally can't tell.
Oh, looks like Cyno caught someone! So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? Alright, tip him on everything you know!
Does he know anything about the smuggling?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes,
Probably.
impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Yeah, because most people probably think that
What do you mean
since
by
Cyno's no longer...
Once
Well,
everyone
Matra,
knew
they're
you were
safe.
coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but... I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere?
Why?
If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you.
Oh.
That would put both me and my family in danger.
Fine, I guess that makes
All
sense.
right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine.
Oh.
Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, Traveler.
You think there'd be more people coming back?
Try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Cyno's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Oh, is that it? Okay. I thought there was gonna be a long dialogue sequence, so I decided to walk just in case, but... I think it's better just walk then. Surely the walk back will not be as long as it was before, right? It'll feel faster. Surely. Aru Village. I actually really like Aru Village. It's very chill. And obviously since Kentucky's girl bossing there. Oh. I think it's faster to do this. Oh, textures? Textures? Wow. They're struggling. They are struggling. They're struggling a lot. I'll give it a second, hold on. There we go. I think we're better. Okay. Oh, your kid, I'm guessing.
Dad, you're back. Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers.
Oh,
Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Everyone knows Cyno in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Legendary Traveler and Paimon.
And this is the Traveler.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can.
But
you
why?
should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens,
Is
if
this
not hundreds of people.
You know what I think would be
Massive
really funny?
profits have brought everyone together in this business.
I think it'd be hilarious if this whole thing just ended with Cyno being like, you know what? Fine. I'll let it be. I'm not gonna be a cop today. Cause I mean, Dory did say stuff about like how this trade benefits a lot of people, right? Not just the people who are buying the canned knowledge, but also people who want to research into the Court of Desolation, as well as the actual dealers themselves.
Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you.
Yeah,
If
everyone's
anything,
gonna hate him.
You yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Well, damn, I was curious.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Thank you.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to
You
our
know what?
guests. Thank you.
I have a sneaking suspicion that perhaps the reason why there are so many people involved is because there's no comfortable, I guess, way to do or earn. Like, I don't, like, considering this man has a whole ass family, I don't think he's doing this because he wants to stick it to the man or anything like that. I genuinely think it's probably to support his family. So, I'm just saying, Cyno, you should probably consider the context in which why people are doing this. Just putting that out there.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Have a nice nap.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk.
I legitimately thought he was about to start talking about Elazar. At that point, we would now have 3 NPCs that, or not NPCs, but like characters that we know about that have Elazar.
That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit.
See, that's literally why he's
Mora
doing
was
this. It's
still
not
nowhere
because
near enough.
he's being selfish and
I could
wants
only watch my daughter's
to
health
be
deteriorate day by
exorbitantly
day.
rich. It's because he has someone
Until
to
one
support.
day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me.
Yeah.
Smuggling canned knowledge might seem
it's
like
not
an unforgivable
because
crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival.
Yeah, it's literally just because a lot of the time when people turn to crime, it's not because they, you know, just want to. It's because there's a need, right? Lord, why? I'm surprised at the amount of like somewhat nuanced stories that Genshin is putting into Sumeru and its NPCs, from both the whole, you know, academia being shitholes, to this. Like, okay. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like everybody put their whole, like, diversity into it, but the character designers. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, okay. Obviously, I'm not saying that the region is perfect. Obviously, they decided to mishmash, like, 5 different cultures. So that's not great. It's not good, actually, at all. But, you know, the writing department seems to have a somewhat nuanced depiction of the issues they're depicting. It's just the character designers and then whoever decided it was a good choice to mishmash a bunch of cultures. I legitimately thought that, like, that Sumeru was going to be Egypt because of how Cyno looked. And then they decided to say, no, we're going to stuff a bunch of things into here. Anyway, but I digress. I'm on Bahari's side, I don't care. Cyno, I will throw down with Cyno if I have to.
I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind.
My mind has already
Please,
changed. I'm forcing
stay
Lumi
out
to
of this,
change her
Cyno.
mind.
Give us a way to survive.
Exactly.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Kick the bucket.
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling.
Oh,
These
my
are two
God.
completely different issues.
I don't know how to tell him this. But this is a systemic issue at large, and if there are enough people to be supporting this smuggling business, it's probably because it's a systemic issue. Like, just you being able to help one child is not gonna ameliorate the whole problem. Like, it's still gonna be there. God, why are cops stupid? Oh my god, okay.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
We go to the back of the house with Cyno.
Whoa! Look
Oh,
at
some of
all
them are
this.
purple.
Yes. All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Unless they literally covered it up. Come on, Cyno. What? Why? Look, he's smart in certain things, but literally just has a negative in common sense. You know the academia is a corrupt organization. You know it's possible for them to cover this up. Oh my god. It's a little slow, man. He's a little... Oh. Stupid. Just a little.
Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
They're so bright, oh my god.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
Some sort of marking we've never seen before.
Yes. It's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Oh, was the dude that we met earlier behind this then?
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so
because
much
they can cover
out of
it
the
up.
Academia was still a
Cyno,
mystery.
come on.
The pieces have
Put
now
two and
all
two
fallen
together.
into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection.
Thank you. My god.
No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
I don't think it's a misunderstanding at all, actually. Like, come on! You guys all know that the academia ain't... Like, shit. None of it. God damn. Alright.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler?
Sure.
Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and
How
he'll
much you
take
want to bet
there.
it's Nabil?
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Alright. Bring Cyno's introduction letter to Nabil. Nabil. I just remember that we're gonna have to deal with... What's it called? The best resetting in 2 days. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. Nope. 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 Alright, Nabil, I'm like 60% sure that you're the one behind this. So...
Hello.
There we
meet
go. That was a
again.
good crack.
How's the investigation going?
Yes. Here's a letter.
Oh, so you were able to find Cyno after all. I hope he's doing all right.
He's the same as always, I guess. I don't know.
I read the letter and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
Exactly.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia.
I forgot to mic check. Hold on. Oh, it's still working. God damn. There we go.
Even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
Forbidden research.
That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed.
Oh.
But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is
Can we
heavily
go there?
guarded. Follow me. I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We better keep an eye
We're
out.
going to the restricted section. Oh. Nabil explains the situation to the repository's manager.
Okay, I understand. Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
What if I just ignore that advice? Oh. Taiba activates the device and a secret door opens in the wall. Okay. Oh, it's loading, isn't it?
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
All thanks to Cyno, I guess.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well.
How convenient.
The files are over there. Just make it quick.
What if I ignore your advice? What if I don't make it quick? Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought we could like see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh wait, these are all related. My bad. I thought it would not be related. Some of this stuff would just be stuff we could learn about. Okay, where is it? Oh. Good lord. Okay. By the way, if I sound tired, it's because I am. I don't know why, but like a wave of exhaustion just hit me. So we're struggling here. Anyway, despite repeated prohibitions, research on the Court of Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who studied the history of the Court of Desolation mainly go through three stages: discovery, investigation, and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is a relatively basic discovery phase, which causes little to no harm. The results of their discoveries will show that the treasures related to life and death may be hidden within the Court of Desolation. This is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the core of desolation has been vague at best. As a result, the structure itself has never been truly discovered. Many researchers deplete their resources by searching the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets with the words, "Entering the core of desolation comes at the price of one's life." Two different interpretations of the line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is the key to entering the Court of Desolations, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the latter view gradually became mainstream. As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time. Overtaken by the fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear, they attempted to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and was eventually banned. But even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Murtada Radkani, that's the friend of Cyno, were arrested that research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again. Right, Radkani was the friend?
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
Murtada Radkani.
Huh, it reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Murtada Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
Is there any way we could beat Murtada?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Oh.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him.
I'm guessing that's partially why Taj went to administration rather than on field.
I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner.
Oh, wait a
Taj
minute.
is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Do you think that if Taj is technically administrative in the Matra, maybe he's helping this so that he can finally understand why his son was, what his son was so obsessed with.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Murtada incident.
Probably.
Taj was already very well known by the time Murtada was born. So when Murtada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Murtada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Murtada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
Well, that's grim. I didn't think... Okay. Here's the thing. When you play Genshin, right, you kind of, like, you know about, like, darker things, but in general, the darker stories tend to be in world quests and side quests that not everybody has to experience, right? Think Surumi Island with Rue. Think, in Kanomiya and the person that was sacrificed or whatever, right? In general, they kind of stay away from it in the mainline stuff that pretty much everyone will experience. So I'm kind of surprised that they're, like, going into enough detail by saying he slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. Like, it's a bit much. We don't have to know that. We can just know he died. We don't need the graphic details.
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face.
Yeah,
I guess that's why
I'm
he chose
starting to
move
increasingly think that he's
administrative
the one behind the canned
work.
knowledge
I had no
thing.
idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now.
Taj
Are
is
you
gone.
okay, Traveler?
I am. I mean, that's grim, but I'm okay. Taj has gone through Murtada's research files.
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now.
Look.
Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research.
Look, when you're nearing like retirement age and you've lost someone as big as like your own son, I feel like he kind of stopped giving a shit. Like, I think he can kind of do whatever he wants. Like, not he wants to do whatever he wants. I should phrase it like that.
But this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
I mean, his
But
son
if you
did.
claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death.
Exactly.
Or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Murtada back. Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Let's go ask around somewhere else. I wanted to see the other stuff.
Now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right? There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Alrighty then. Let's go ask around.
Can I look at the other stuff though? I want to see the other stuff. Don't boot me out, please. Oh, okay. We can still look around. Cool. Secret text interpretation manual. Oh, for deciphering forbidden documents. Okay. Records a Spontamod researcher who is expelled from the... Oh, that's like, what's his face? I forgot his name. From, Taknari's story quest. Okay. Interesting. And then that's obviously the one that we saw. Wait, what was this again? Oh. Arabaton? Okay. Loading screen. I don't know why it's so much slower when it loads between, like, rooms. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's strange. Whatever. Oh, is this a repository back here? Oh, we can't enter it again? Shame. Also, the textures are, Oh no, they're coming back. Okay. Oh! I was like, what are we even supposed to do here? It's just blank.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well,
Yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not.
Useless! Who's the other? Oh. Oh, there we go.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Oh, useless. Both of you were useless.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Can you imagine being given the script and you have to say the exact same lines, slightly different in 3 different ways? Like,
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened? A man named Taj came here and told me that he already inspected the goods personally.
It's him.
And ordered
It's
me
him.
to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
It's evident now that he probably did. Okay? Breathe. Just calm down, everyone.
No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him.
Okay, but Taj himself was literally the one that was like, it's all good.
I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
I mean, okay. I don't know if that's gonna make him innocent, though. Nabil runs off and returns with someone shortly later.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned
All
knowledge?
signs are pointing to him. I don't know why y'all are so
Taj is just
resistant
like
to accepting
Cyno.
that.
They're
We're
considered
thinking that's
heroes
possible.
among the Matra. There is no way that he would...
Let's go to his home and have a look.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Exactly. Okay. Which way is it? That way. Time to go to Taj's house. Textures, 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 textures. Oh my god, it's just the PNGs of the plants. It's not even the... You can see because of the way it rotates to match where you're looking at, regardless of where you... oh. Oh. Is this ever gonna load in? Hello? Oh, there we go. Oh, god. I love having a very slow device. Which one is it? Oh, this one.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did
How could you
Taj
tell
leave
that
in
it
a
was
hurry?
unlocked?
Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in
I don't give a
without
shit. I'm
permission.
going in. There's no other option though. Yeah.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
You enter Taj's home and search around.
What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries.
Why is this like Scientology? Like... Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, we're suddenly investigating Scientology, apparently.
I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Even so, he won't back down. Stubborn bastard.
You're right. That's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
Okay.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
He was ready to defend him with his life, even though he barely knew him.
Let's go!
My guy, come on. Come on. Use an ounce of critical thinking, I beg. Oh my god. This dude was ready to go to bat for this guy. I can't. Okay. Hold on, let me... Textures are still a little rough. Oh. There we go, okay. Tell Cyno everything that's happened.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
The evidence is stacked against them now. Yeah, it's
That's right.
It's piled high.
It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Court of Desolation. What's the fastest way to reach that? Probably just teleport here and walk, right? Probably. Bum, 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 bum. There it is. Okay. Where are we going? This way. Is there a way to slingshot up there? Oh god. So laggy. What are we doing? Where are the particles? Are there... Oh! I was wondering whether there's gonna be a thing or not. Invisible thing is so cool. Does it stay there even when...
It's all yours.
Nope. Oh, it does! It does! Oh, fuck! It's fine. Anyway, let's go do this real quick. Uh-huh.
Dissipate! By royal not good. Let me read you a verse.
Oh, dude.
Truth hurts!
Oh, what? Literally like, glitched out of existence for a second. That was so...
Alright, this'll do.
Okay, let me get back. Oh my god, there's so many chests around here. Let's not get distracted too much, yeah? Aww. Wait. Oh my god, they're just sitting together. That's so cute. Okay. Where's the slingshot that we saw? Can walk back up. Is it here? Okay. Up. Okay, maybe let's just slingshot up there. I think that would just been faster than doing all this. I think I just complicated this for myself. That was cool though. That was cool. I thought that was cool. Okay. Where's the... I don't see the thing around here, so I'm just gonna pretend I don't see it on my map.
Our bond is strong.
Ooh, wait a minute. There we go. I'm getting so distracted.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Okay. I'm ignoring all the scorpions. Oh, what's that? Are those just lanterns for fun? Oh, this is a domain? Ooh, okay. I think they're gonna give us Cyno as a trial, so we're just gonna, do a quirky little thing called... that.
There's still a long road ahead.
And then we'll just have Cyno instead of Heizo acting as our DPS. Surely, right? They're gonna give us Cyno, right? Surely. Okay.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Chill out. Chill out.
Propagate!
I just want to get my ult back for when we inevitably have to fight a group of enemies.
Rain outlines your fate.
I don't know what this is for. I don't know what this is for.
Surrender!
Can we still attack him? I'm like complicating this combat just because I want to get his ult for proper fight. Oh wait, I want to see how he returns his stuff, because... Okay. 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 Another feature room. Whoa. Also, you can hear his feet patting against the floor whenever he moves and stuff. Oh.
These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Guilty!
Oh no, we're doing the turny thingy. Let's not. Getting flashbacks.
Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
Dude, they're not giving us any, like, meaty enemies, so you can't even take all that long to burst.
Surrender!
Ooh, there's like purple fire up there. Oh, that's gonna give someone motion sickness. It's cool though.
Passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
You can hear his feet slapping against the floor, please.
That eye seems to be staring right at us.
Okay, it's cool.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Okay, then we have to go back to rotate. Okay, I see. Someone's fire alarm just went off. Ooh. Oh. That's so cool. This is such a cool domain.
Nowhere to run!
Propagate! Spring forth!
Futile!
Judgment is upon you.
You stand condemned!
No particles back for the traveler, I see. That is such a cool door. I love, okay, see, if there's one thing I love, it's black, and I love purple. And when black and purple put together, it's the same reason why I feel so strongly about black and red, or gold and black, and yada yada yada. Oh, it's Taj. Oh, not the door of resurrection.
Taj.
Ah, Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me.
I'd argue that it's, very obvious, actually. I don't think it's that hard. You literally see all of this evidence presented before you. You literally see Taj's past. I don't know why you suddenly think, oh, this is so hard to put together. Or, like, maybe you just refuse to believe it.
Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated
His voice is
to
kind of
all
satisfying,
that
I'm not gonna lie.
but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
That's a line. That's a line that I think there are quite a few people out there that can probably commiserate with that.
Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Cyno. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
The voice was a bit too short for the animation, so... Hold on. Please have like a chunky hitbox. Whoa!
I will set things right no matter what the cost.
Wait. I was...
Our bond is strong!
Whoa, what is that?
Nowhere to run!
I'm trying to get his ult back. That's literally all I'm trying to do.
Well played.
Ooh, it's dangerous. There we go, okay.
Surrender! Through me, justice is served! Guilty!
Where is he? Where is he?
You stand condemned! Guilty!
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh.
Kind of meta line.
We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose.
I like...
Didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here.
I think it's really funny how they obviously gave Cyno's VA the instructions to sound haggard and tired, but they literally just have Cyno standing there with his arms crossed, not even nursing any possible wound, not even struggling to stand, just straight up crossing his arms and just standing there like he's uninjured.
All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
Oh, I don't know.
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together.
It's the Fatui.
I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization.
Here we go again.
People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back.
So this was all just bait, but for what purpose?
But in the end,
just to get extra backup or something? Why didn't you just talk to him?
I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out.
So we're gonna destroy it?
Generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
So you're going to destroy it?
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the academia.
It's gonna be the Fatui, isn't it? You mean like...
You pretended to be the one behind all this as a test for me.
Like, okay, yay, Taj isn't like evil, but also at the same time, I think I'm kind of been metal if if he was like, yeah, I'll go and revive my son by doing all this shit. That would have been cool. Anyway.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no
Yeah.
life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
To open the cord of desolation, one must sacrifice their life.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
The most metal death they've ever put in this game. I'm not even gonna lie, and that was cool. Oh. Honestly, I feel like it would have been cooler if they just let him be solely focused on reuniting with his son, and like the destruction of the place of desolation or the palace of court of desolation just came as like a byproduct of it. Like, I think that would have been cooler, but that's just me. Also, I feel like they're low-key making the NPCs more interesting than the actual playable characters. Like, learning about Taj... I think this is the first time I was actually more invested in the actual NPC than the character. With the exception of Karkata, of course, but...
Huh? The Court of Desolation has...
disappeared. I'm waiting for the pixel to... pixelate. There we go.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
What about the organization?
To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me at Caravan Rebop 4 days from now.
He's gonna, like, clean it up all in 4 days? No way. Like, we're gonna come back and be like, anyway, so I clean it all up. Oh. Let me teleport first to Caravan Rebot, right? Let's do that. See, okay, here's the thing. Again, this is a problem I personally have with a lot of story quests at large, is that a lot of the time you play the story quests and there's no noticeable change of a character throughout it all. I mean, even Cyno, to be honest, in my opinion. Like, he still held pretty fast to his principles and whatnot. Even if I think they were kind of stupid, but whatever. I don't know, I just think it was cool that Taj did that whole thing. Again, I think it would have been cooler if they allowed him to just be kind of like, not evil, but very reckless. You have to wait for more time than that. Let me do a mic check while we do this, yeah? Dude, this is already an almost 5-hour stream. How is this story quest so long? Actually, no, it's because I was doing the event, that's why. Psh, I forgot. So much waiting. Oh, there's Nabil. Hello.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Rebot, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
What's happened these last few days?
I
guess Cyno was actually cleaning them up.
But fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, word is that someone crossed the desert and took out their main camp.
Yeah, that was
overnight.
definitely Cyno.
After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured all across Sumeru by the mysterious person who had defeated the mercenaries.
It's Cyno. Y'all know who it's gonna be.
I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border.
I wonder where the border between
Fontaine
Fontaine
prisoners
and
apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
So that's the end of it. Catching everyone on the list means no more smuggling canned knowledge and no more victims. It was a lot of work, but Paimon thinks we accomplished something big.
That's right. Thanks again for your assistance. As for the mysterious person who hit the mercenary camp, that must be Cyno, right? He's the only one I can think of who could accomplish such a feat. Speaking of which, have you been in touch with Cyno these days? I think I just saw him when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Bye, Nabil. Where is he? Oh, up there. My bad.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Mortada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
This exact same thing could literally be said about the Academia. I know he's no longer part of it, but come on. Come on, Cyno. God, it's a Fatui. We all know. We've done this 5 billion times. We know it's a Fatui.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time.
Also, I appreciate the presence of other characters within other people's character stories, because sometimes, like, yes, I understand that there's supposed to be a focus on the character that you're playing it for. For example, you want to play Takanari's story quest because you want to learn about Takanari, but, you know, it's nice to see, you know, him interact with Kale so that you know that this isn't just, like, a very isolated, small story. Like, there's at least some other people involved with it, which is why I appreciate Cyno's story for that, at least, because we had a bit of Dori, and now we have a little bit of Takanari.
If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly
he's so pale.
and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Simin. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. Oh. And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know? Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. Her condition seems to be improving lately, so I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
What was it where we had an interaction with Kale recently and she was like, oh, no, it was one of the recent Archon quests. I think it was Act 3, and she was like, yeah, it's been kind of getting worse, so so Takanari's been taking me off of patrol. But seems like she's been improving again? Question mark?
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
Don't do that. If Cyno's story quest is required to play through Act 5 or something, I swear to God, if Kale gets any type of injury, I'm going to kill Dotori myself.
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek after canned knowledge. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret.
Oh.
Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
Yeah, aren't you tired?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time.
True.
I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further.
Change isn't a bad thing, you know.
Those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
I hope it'll make you happy.
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know. There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Alrighty. Oh, that was his little briefcase used by Cyno. Huh. Anyway, oh, he's right there. I'll talk to him later, whatever. I will say that, like, on the whole, I did get tired towards the middle. I don't know what washed over me, but I, like, just got super exhausted towards the middle. But I feel like on the whole, like, Cyno's thing was pretty cool, you know, not like... I don't know, again, nothing will ever really... No... let me phrase this. I feel like it's very hard for character quests to become, like, memorable, in my opinion, mostly just because of, again, Hoyoverse doesn't want to make a story quest where they'll have to either, like, adjust voice lines for yada yada yada. Like, that's not something they really want to do. I mean, even after a second story quest, they did not change any of the Raiden Shogun lines, even though she now technically can live in the Shogun's body just fine. So, you know, in general, they stray away from making anything too pertinent on a character, like their story quest, I mean. So, you know, but I feel like Taj, honestly, as a character, was more interesting for me to follow along with than Cyno. I understand kind of where he's at, but again, because he doesn't change, I don't find anything particularly interesting about his story in this